Home sellers, does selling to a real estate investor mean a fast sale? I think it depends. Let's talk about it. Day 29 of 30 questions in 30 days. I don't even know how I feel about that. This has been quite a journey, but let's get into the question. This is part 2 to yesterday's question, which was, how do I sell my house fast? In part 1, we discussed what you can do, the 6 points of the strategy that I use with my clients to help them sell their house fast. Now, part 2 today is, who do you sell it to ensure a fast sale? Now, the most common answer here would be a real estate investor. That can be true, but it really does depend. So we're going to touch on that. First, let's discuss the other option, which is a cash buyer. Cash buyer in most cases means a fast sale. But here's a couple things to consider, whether it's a cash buyer that's a owner occupied or cash buyer that's an investor. It also depends on the escrow company and the title company. Some escrow and title companies may not be able to accommodate a fast sale. What's a fast sale? Fast sale would be less than 10 days, in my opinion. And some escrow and title companies can't hit that mark. You got to make sure that you're hiring the right escrow company and the right title company, even though you as a seller are okay with the fast sale and the buyer is okay with the fast sale. If those other services can't accommodate a fast sale, then you're stuck and you may be going further than that 10-day sale. Cash buyer is definitely an option, whether they're an investor or an owner occupied. Another type of buyer is someone that already has their financing secured. However, when I say secured, they've gone through the entire process. And again, the lender can accommodate a fast sale. Now let's talk about investors. Investors are definitely an option for a lot of sellers. For an investor, the goal is to make money. So some investors are looking to make money at the beginning of the transaction. Other investors are looking to make money in the long run, in the long term. It really depends on the type of investor that you're going to work with. Now, the most common that we all know about, that they always have TV shows about, are the ones that fix and flip. These investors, what they're looking to do is they're looking to buy your property at a significant discount, put some money into your property to renovate it, remodel it, update it, and then put it right back on the market in order to get it sold for a profit. The other type of investor that you have is the investor that's looking at your property as a long-term investment. They're looking to buy the property. They're going to hold on to the property for a long period of time. Now, the idea for them is not only are they going to take advantage of the equity, the appreciation that's going to go up over time, they're going to take advantage of the tax benefits of having a property, the write-offs, and then ideally they're looking for a property that's going to cash flow. For those properties, that's another type of investor that you have. The other type of investor that you have that you may come across in your particular situation if you're looking to sell fast is a wholesaler. What wholesalers are looking to do is they're looking to tie up your property, and what they're going to do is they're again going to negotiate a discounted price for your property, and then what they're going to do is within a specified amount of time that they have in the contract, they're either going to exercise their option for that contract themselves and close on the transaction. But a real wholesaler, what they plan on doing is they plan on selling that property to another investor that perhaps wants to either buy it as a long-term cash flow property, or they're looking to fix and flip. If you could consider the fact that those people, they're not actually looking to buy your property. They're going to tie it up and they're going to run out to investors that they've already worked with. And if they don't have investors that they've already worked with, they're going to broadcast through other channels like Facebook Marketplace and email campaigns. They're going to look at other investor groups and they're going to offer that contract for sale. That other investor may or may not purchase the property. The downfall to working with the wholesaler is this. One, they don't plan on buying the property themselves. That may cost you time because they're out looking for an investor that's going to want to buy your property. Although that investor may be a cash investor that's looking to buy your property, there might be a prolonged time frame in that case, and you won't be able to sell your house fast. The other downfall to working with a wholesaler is obviously they need to have a significant discount in that price. There needs to be enough meat on the bone for them to not only profit as a wholesaler, but for the other investor to profit as well. You're probably not going to get the maximum value out of your property. The other option is the fix and flips. Fix and flip investors are a good option for you to sell your house fast. However, one of the things that you have to factor in is, are they using their own cash? A lot of investors are going to come in and they're going to offer a cash transaction, but in reality, once they get into escrow, they're looking for alternative financing, creative financing options like hard money lenders. Now, hard money lenders are supposed to be great because they work faster. However, they do have a few extra hoops a lot of times that everyone needs to jump through, and a lot of times those transactions fall out of escrow, costing you time as well. Unless that investor is using their own money that they have in the bank, you got to be careful. You got to make sure that you do your due diligence. You check on that. Some will use a line of credit. Some will give you a letter from a banker who's saying, hey, listen, Joe Schmo Investment Company, I'm here to tell you that they have XYZ amount of money available. It doesn't say that it's their money. It doesn't say whether it's a line of credit. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't say that information. You really need to be careful. Remember, your goal is to close fast. That's what you're looking to do. And then the long-term investor. Long-term investor, same rules apply. Are they using their own cash to buy the property? Or are they going to be financing the property? In most cases, they're going to finance the property in order to be able to leverage their funds. If they have $500,000 and they're going to buy your property, they would rather put $100,000 on 5 other properties in order to be able to get 5 more cash flowing properties, in order to be able to get 5 more properties where they're going to have more tax write-offs, in order to be able to get 5 more properties with appreciation over time. They're going to look to leverage their own money. But what's important in that particular situation is they're working with lenders that they've already worked with in the past. They can accommodate a fast sale. Those are the other options. With that being said, clearly you have to do your due diligence. Selling to an investor does not necessarily mean that you're going to have a fast sale. The other option is when you're selling to an investor, more than likely you're going to be selling for less. You're not selling for maximum value here. Your objective is to sell your house fast. Investors are a great option. I invest in real estate. I fix and flip properties. I have properties that I hold on to for a long period of time. And you know what? The creative ways of purchasing properties that are way more than what we've discussed here. But at the end of the day, they are investors and they are looking for profit. So whether they're profiting now or they're going to profit later on down the road, or the perfect scenario is a little bit of everything, right? They're going to profit at the beginning. They're going to be able to cash flow, and maybe a couple years down the road, they're going to sell for a profit. Those are the things that you should keep in mind as a home seller if you're looking to sell fast. Last thing that I'll say is there's a reason why they're out there. There's a reason why they are able to fit the need of sellers from time to time. Investors are a good option, but you should be doing your due diligence and you should be checking beyond just the offer that they're sending over to you, because if they're not true investor with the financial backing necessary, they may not be able to close fast. That's it for today. Have an excellent day, and I look forward to day 30, and we're going to get that last and final question. In the meantime, and from this point on, my name is Edgar with Also Cal Homes. Been in the business for well over 20 years. I love helping people. So if you have any questions at any time, feel free to comment on any of these videos or DM me, whatever works best for you, and I will answer your question. Have a good one.